Hotepu, this is His Majesty Ra Smavafagbeami, the world's first openly African black gay pharaoh. And the role of a pharaoh is to protect and nourish his people. And today I wish to do so by sharing with you a divine starry alert, a heavenly alert, where we'll discuss a myth that activates today based upon our sacred calendars. So basically, a calendar for us is a catalog of psychological forces on the ascendancy. These are called myths, or we call them the astonishing word. And these myths activate at certain times of the day, month, week, and year. And so, today, which is May 17th, 2021, a particular myth turns on. A particular part of your psychology wants to get nourished. And that part of you deals with this winged disc you see here over this temple door, who's in the shape of the symbol for pi in math. This winged disc has a solar disc in the middle with two snakes coming out each side, and then with two wings. This disc represents a myth of your inner warrior. Your inner warrior, who is called in this context Herubehudet. And he is the warrior within you that gets it done, that really says enough is enough and acts like the final solution. And today, on May 17th, 2021, he awakens in everyone, and his mission is to go to war against two snakes, okay, or two worms. So we have here these two snakes. The snakes are divine forces of wisdom, and they attack the worms. One snake represents attacking your own bad habits of eating poorly, smoking, lying, thieving, treachery, infidelity. Things within you know you should not be doing that really make you, in your heart of hearts, feel less than pure. The other snake represents attacking outside forces that are up against you. Okay, that's racism, homophobia, bullying, uh, sexism, uh, all these things externally, people who are lying on you, gossipers, traitors. So one snake is for conquering your inner bad habits, and the other snake is for dealing with people who are coming at you. Okay? The sun means solar power, a lot of fighting force. We described the snakes already, the inner, destroying the inner issues and the outer issues. And the wings represent more of a meditational or psychic ability. It's not so much about physically doing something, it's more about playing something out in meditation. Okay? The wings represent astral projection in this case. In this case, what means astrally meditating towards killing your bad habits and for checking your external enemies. Okay? You don't confront them physically. You don't go out there and confront your enemy physically in this cycle. You send the winged disc mentally, visualizing it, slaying your enemy, slaying your bad habit. Okay? Now, the procedure is first the words of power that awaken this winged disc. The word for this winged disc in Egyptian is ki, Khi, ki, or it can be pronounced chi, which means winged disc of Herubehudet, or just winged disc, ki or chi. It's where the actual word in Chinese for chi came from this Egyptian glyph. How chi floats or flies and moves, and it's subtle like wings. Okay, so the Heka is Aungkh, Kshraung, Pat. Aungkh, Kshraung, Pat. Aungkh, Kshraung, Pat. Okay, Aungkh is the sound for the Ankh, which is the life force. The divine light is called Aungkh. Kshraung is the demon slaying sound. And Pahat is the purification sound, the shadow busting sound. Okay? And what you would see is you would see first your bad habits as worms and noxious creatures, poisonous creatures. And you would see the winged disc as you chant Ankh, Kshraung, Pahat, and you see the winged disc shoot. The snakes spit out beams of light, of solar light, and they burn all of your bad habits. And you watch them singe and crisp. Then you send the winged disc with the sound Ankh, Kshraung, Pahat to your external enemies, and you use the light of Ra, the sun disk circle, and you see them as worms. You see their gossip, you see their treachery, you see their betrayal, their infidelity as a worm or a noxious centipede or something, and you burn it. Now, things to amplify this. It's good if you can get one of two stones, either an iolite or a blue topaz. An iolite or a blue topaz. Why? Because the planet of this myth is Mars. We see here, where my pointer is Mars, and he's in the sign of Gemini, the twins. So when Herakahuti, the planet Mars, goes through Gemini, there's a specific stone he wears. And I taught what I call a pop-up class on gemology, African Kamau gemology. And you may have seen gems used in India, the 9 gems, the Navaratnas, but their system I have found does not really work, does not get the results. There are many books on gemology and spirituals of gems. They haven't really worked. What I'm describing to you has worked. We've tested everything and it works. So during this time, if you're able to, if you have in your house a blue iolite or a blue topaz, take that, put it on top of some garlic or garlic powder, okay? And if you have any kind of pine cones around, if you get a little pine cone, if not, that's fine, okay? And what you want to do is you want to chant the Heka, Aungkh, Kshraung, Pahat, and you want to chant by getting this music we have here from our website, kingrasmabah.com/music/Herkahuti-Mars. You can get this online here. You want to play this chant in the background. It sets the auric mood. It puts what we call a cymatic or sound force field around you. And while you're hearing the music in the background, in your mind, you're meditating on the sounds Aungkh, Kshraung, Pahat, Aungkh, Kshraung, Pahat. You're rubbing the blue gem in your hands to charge it up with your fingers' heat, the pressure of rubbing it. The heat and the piezoelectricity helps to charge up the stone. Okay? You want to take a little sniff of just kind of smell the garlic or the garlic powder to get that mood in you. And then you want to go to war. Okay? Now, when you do this, you want to, at the end of the meditation, feel strong, feel that you made a difference, feel that you conquered something. And if you do it on this day where this gate opens of the winged disc, this winged disc flies off the wall today. In all the Egyptian temples, the spirit of this winged disc emerges from wherever it's carved and enters the psyche of those who understand its magic and does its job. The final part I'll mention is it's on a temple. Why? Because a temple is a place of psychological purity, psychological development. So before you enter your best self, your temple mind, your divine mind, you have to conquer your fears, conquer your bad habits. And the pi ratio, which is the relationship between a diameter and a circle is 3.14 or 22 over 7, that ratio deals with how duality must relate to holistic. The diameter of the circle, the barb through the middle, relates to the circumference in such a way where it takes 3 bars to wrap around a circle with 0.14 bits open. Okay? And so that ratio 3.14 deals with how the diameter, which cuts the circle in half, duality, must relate to the circle of wholeness. And the 3.14 is a number about meditation. I'll do a whole workshop on that at some point. So this pi symbol of the gate, you see here this pi, this is the symbol for pi, means you have to deal with your duality before you can become whole through meditating. Okay? So do that ritual today. The window closes today, and this particular Heka and combination won't happen, I don't believe, any more times this year. And that's it. So may the myth of the inner warrior who today awakens from the walls of Egyptian temples as a winged disk of righteous rage and purification fly in your mind, fly in your meditations, and purify you to become your temple best. Remember, no matter what happens to you, always look up. Why? Because you are a star. Dwa Wen Hotepu.